Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and let's see what team we're going to be running with today. So we're going to be trying out the team with the Wigglytuff paired with the Shadow Feraligatr and the Shadow Gligar in the back. So we got a mirror matchup here. We got the Wigglytuff versus Wigglytuff. This all comes down to who wants to throw the move first or who wants to decide shield. They decided to throw their move first because they had the Swift, and we are able to recognize that, and we tank the move. We're going to go for this plate, Disarming Voice. It will KO or grab a shield. They reveal that they have Shadow Victory Bell in the back, and we do have the Gligar for this. They are able to catch a move with their, a Bastiodon. So a nice catch by them. Luckily, we do have the Shadow Feraligatr for their Bastiodon. We just got to make sure we throw an ideal timing here. We go for this Hydro Cannon first. This Hydro Cannon will not KO, but it will do a significant amount of damage. And then we're going to allow them to throw a move and make sure we over farm. At this point, we need to come out with at least 2 Hydro Cannons. So we're going to farm up to 2 Hydro Cannons right here and then fire off the first one. This is going to get the shield or it's going to get the KO. Let's see what they end up doing. They decide to let it go. Luckily, we have another move, and this Hydro Cannon here will also either get a shield or it's going to deal a significant amount of damage. We're trying to switch out of here. Unfortunately, the switch timer was not available. And then we come back in here with the Gligar, the Shadow Gligar, dealing a lot of fast move damage. We're going to shield once here. It ends up being the Acid Spray, but luckily we are able to farm down with the fast move Wing Attack. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Gligar, basically. The Gligar was aligned correctly, and it was just basically an alignment game. That last team was definitely just a fast move team. So luckily we were able to match up everything correctly. Here we got the Wigglytuff versus the Shadow Claw, Sandslash here. We are going to tank the first move, ends up being the Ice Punch. We're trying to get to another move here, but they are able to reach the second move before we can get to our one move. Draw Run does get used here. It gets us pretty low. We're going to go for this Disarming Voice. It will not KO, but maybe we grab a shield. We do grab a shield, so at least we are going to be able to take a shield advantage. We're going to come back in here with the Feraligatr. The Feraligatr is our only chance to potentially take out this Sandslash. We tank the Draw Run, and we're looking to get them out of here, so we have to throw this move right here. Hydro Cannon is going to get the shield or is going to get the KO, and then we're going to switch out and see what they have in the bag. Ends up being the Mantine, so this team right here was pretty tough to beat. The Mantine in the bag also is a great counter to our Gligar, so unless we can somehow get this Mantine out of the way, we don't have a chance. Even though we have a shield advantage, we have to end up calling a move here. We are going to call a move, and unfortunately it is the Water Pulse. So Water Pulse definitely is enough to take us out from that range. So GG's to our opponent. The Mantine Sandslash core right there, really difficult to beat with this team, especially since the Mantine was able to match up against our Gligar. All right, here we got the Hypno versus the Wigglytuff. We are going to stay in for now. Let's see what they end up throwing. They cannot throw Shadow Ball, so they're going to throw a move here pretty soon. Let's see what they reveal. Thunder Punch is revealed, and we're going to try our best here to throw our own move. Maybe we get a shield. Maybe we get the... Okay, we do get a shield from our opponents, and it looks like we're going to try to catch a move. We try to catch a move, but unfortunately not to catch. Let's see what they end up throwing anyways. It is debuffed. Ice Punch gets revealed, so they have Thunder Punch, Ice Punch. We are able to survive that, and now we know what moveset that Hypno has. We are going to throw this Aero Ace right back at this Mantine. We do have the shield advantage. Trying to get to another Aero Ace. Okay. This is going to chip away at this Mantine at least. Maybe get it into the... Okay, we do get him into the red, which is fantastic. In range of a potential farm down with something. We know that we can come back in here with the Wigglytuff. We do sneak in one Charm. We are able to survive, and then we're going to switch on immediately and then farm a ton with the Feraligatr. So Feraligatr with a lot of energy, 2 shields, hoping for the best here. They end up bringing back in the Hypno. We can shield here comfortably, and let's see what they end up doing. They decide to stay in, and so I'm anticipating they don't want to see this Feraligatr, and indeed that's the case. Bastiodon is lurking in the back, and we have a ton of energy, so we were definitely going to be able to win that game right there. So GG's to our opponent. On to the next game. So this team here, it is featuring the Wigglytuff and the Shadow Feraligatr. That's the core. And then the Shadow Gligar is just a good generalist. So we're going to face this Pelipper. Pelipper versus the Wigglytuff is going to come down to whether we believe this is a Hurricane or not. They did farm up a ton of energy. We're going to call the bait. We do survive that Weather Ball. They are going to be able to throw another Weather Ball here. Let's see what they end up throwing. Okay, there's another Weather Ball. We are able to survive it, and we decided to go for the Disarming Voice. This is going to get the KO, or it's going to get this shield. They decided to let it go. That's fine. They revealed that they have the Trevenant in the back, so we're going to switch out immediately here because we kind of have two counters to it. You can see these Shadow Claws from this Feraligatr already doing a tremendous amount of damage to this Trevenant. Just fast moves alone, we've already got it down into the low yellow. This is going to throw in shield or KO. We do grab a shield, and we are able to go back to back for the CAP tie. They are going to end up using two shields. Okay, actually, it wasn't a CAP tie. They were just able to avoid the CAP tie. They do go for the overfarm a little bit. Seed Bomb does take out our Feraligatr, and we're going to come back in with the Gligar here. We do see that they have the Quagsire, and they decide to GG Squid right there because we are going to be able to survive at least two moves from that Quagsire, and we do have a shield still. Even if they're wearing Aqua Tail, they needed to get at least 3, I believe. So we were in good hands right there. GG's. Next game, let's see what we find. We got the Wigglytuff versus the Whiscash. This is kind of a neutral matchup, depending on if they're going to be able to get the debuff with the Scald, or if we're going to be able to fire off our own Disarming Voice. They're going to go for the Scald here. It does go through, and we get the attack debuff. So they are slightly in the lead here. We're going to go for this Disarming Voice. It does grab a shield. Okay. So at this point, we are kind of anticipating a Skarmory. So we're going to allow this Wigglytuff to go down, bring in our own Gligar. Let's see what they end up doing here. They go for the Mud Bomb bait. Okay, we are able to call that, and they are going to throw another move here. What do they throw? There's the Scald. Huge damage. Takes us into the low red, and there's the Skarmory. So we're going to use our Feraligatr here. Feraligatr is going to have to win us the game at this point because our Gligar is really, really low. We're going to overfarm. We're going to build up the 2 Hydro Cannons. Build the first Hydro Cannon. They're probably not going to shield. Okay. And then we're going to make sure we keep farming. We throw the Hydro Cannon on CAP timing. Let's see what they end up doing. They decide to let it go. Okay, that's fine. And then they have... Oh, Tentacruel in the back is kind of interesting. We're going to go for this Cruncher. Maybe we get a debuff. No debuff, unfortunately. And then our opponent here does try to catch us, but we're going to be able to farm down. We're going to go for this Hydro Cannon right here. Hopefully we get this last shield. Trying to reach 2 Hydro Cannons because we need at least 2 moves. They decide to let that one go, trying to get to another move, and unfortunately unable to get to that move. And our Gligar is so low that we're not going to be able to survive much moves after this Acid Spray. Can we sneak in one more? Oh, GG's to our opponent, unable to win that game right there. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.